Next appetizer, I'm going to use papaya or pawpaw if you come from the UK, Australia, New Zealand. Don't ask me why they call it pawpaw. I have no idea. This is a Caribbean papaya. And how do I know that? Well, having lived there for a few years, I can pretty much recognize them. This has got a slightly redder flesh than the smaller ones that you see in the store. The smaller ones come from South Pacific, Hawaii. The big, I'm not sure if you can get them in Thailand like this. Don't remember seeing any, but anyway, I digress. What I'm going to do with this guy, first of all, because he's so big and he's fairly ugly, I'm going to use the base of him as a centerpiece. I'm actually going to be dressing these. Sorry, I didn't tell you what the dish was. I'm going to be making a snow crab and papaya ceviche. And I'm kind of taking the word ceviche out of context. But I'm going to dress them onto these, we call them gypsy slippers. And these are little plastic, they're kind of the next step up from the Chinese spoons. They're great, one shot. They are reusable, depends on the gig. We buy them through JB Prints in New York, and they ship them to us. Don't ask me what they cost, but they're fairly inexpensive. They're probably 20-30 cents a pop. So about the same as buying the Chinese spoons from Chinatown, but way easier. They don't break, they don't crack, and when they start to discolor, yeah, throw them away. So black slippers, and they look great on a white plate. Anyway, we'll do a quick. I know you see me Van Dyking things, but I'm trying to give you kind of an idea of really fast on the go garnishing. And you've probably noticed, and you've probably picked up by now, I like to use part of the recipe as the garnish. So whatever I'm featuring on the plate is really picked up as the garnish, where possible. Sometimes it's not possible. You need different color contrast, or you need different textures. I try to wherever I can. Great. Perfect. So we can put him in there, and then if we've got some leaves left at the end, I can put some leaves in there and make it look like a Caribbean rainforest or something. Okay, I'm going to look for the soft part of the papaya because that's the best part that I want. And I'm not going to need a lot of him, so I'm just going to chop him open, get rid of these seeds, and scoop him out. And peel him up really quickly. You've probably also realized that I've got a terribly bad habit of using this particular knife for many, many different functions. It's just one of those knives that I've had for years. I use it to peel, I use it to dice, I use it to slice. I can turn mushrooms behind my back with the thing. It's become my best friend in the kitchen. So I'm going to chop this guy up real quick. He's a little drier than normal, but it'll still work quite well. I'm just going to switch knives on this one, and I want it quite fine. With this particular dish, it's better to have the papaya slightly more ripe than normal. Into our mixing bowl. There we go. Into there we're going to throw some cilantro and some basil. Use all of this guy. And about, for this amount, I'm going to use probably 3, maybe 4 sun-dried tomatoes. I started off grating I've got a raz here. I'm just going to grate up, take the zest off one lime. then juice him up real quick. I'm also going to, don't need too much ginger, maybe this guy would be enough. This ceviche or ceviche, again depending on which Caribbean island you come from or which part of South America, really South America, Central America, ceviche very, very popular. Ceviche was really made from raw fish, scallops, dolphin, and not flipper dolphin as you would think, but dolphin is a, how would I describe it? It's the equivalent, it's the Caribbean equivalent to mahi-mahi. It looks green when it's swimming in the ocean, changes color when you catch it, when it hits the oxygen, hits the air, has a round face, and very, very, very popular, especially in Barbados, top part of Venezuela, and they make a great ceviche out of that. Lots of hot peppers, and lime juice, and fresh cilantro. Every island has its own kind of touch on some of the regular recipes. So this is really my adaptation of the flavors from my days in the, you see how much ginger I've got in there. And again, you can adjust the ginger to your palate, your style. So far I've got the lime, the ginger, the papaya, and I put the lime in there just so that it can start macerating down already.